What do you think of this place? Hello again, I'm Mike, and welcome to another session of Ultimate Bush Therapy. On this adventure, we're going to be heading to Ben-My-Chree and hopefully get a look at the Tagish Glacier. Let's get to it. Okay, I'm ready to go. We got to do a lake crossing right now. This lake just blows up with huge wind come noon almost every day. Okay, let's get across Atlan Lake right now. We got some big waves. This lake always blows up big. This crossing can be pretty sketchy. Okay, we made the lake crossing. That was way rougher than I expected. They were calling for almost no wind today, and that lake was blowing right up, and I can feel a bunch of wind. I'm in a wind shadow right now of an island, but that was way bigger than I expected. Woo-wee. All right, we're just at the Atlan River. We're gonna bomb down the Atlan River right now. There's a couple of rapid spots to watch out for. Okay, let's get to it. Come back up that. So this is where the stern wheeler SS Tagish used to come and drop off people and supplies to go on these rails, and then they would take these rails all the way up to Atlan Lake, and then there was another stern wheeler on the other side, the Turan I think it was called, that would pick the people up and take them to Atlan. Beauty. The sun's not in the best angle right now to have a look at that, but that's okay. We're just gonna keep boogieing and then head to Ben-My-Chree. The wind looks a lot better on this lake. We should be okay. You gotta check this out behind me. This is ancient landslide. It looks so cool. But that right there is a piece of that giant mountain that eons ago just came down, boom, and created this huge mound right here. That is wild. So cool. Amazing. Oh, and we got a bit of a moon up there. Okay, I was gonna fish down here, but I think I'm gonna boogie all the way down, check out base camp and head to Ben-My-Chree. Hopefully the wind's not too bad and the sun will be perfect for getting nice views of the glacier, Tagish Glacier. So we're just gonna head all the way there. coming up to where the water's gonna change. Coming down this arm, it is a certain color of, the water's a certain color. But once we go past this point over here, right there, it's gonna change because we have the glacial silts coming down from the Taku Glacier, and it's flowing past here. This is flowing down. That's coming from the south to the north, and this is where the narrows are. That where the narrows and islands are that goes to Deep Bay, and that's where the flow goes. It flows north to Marsh Lake and to the Yukon River. So we're about to hit the confluence here. Super excited. We're not far from base camp. We'll hopefully there's no one camping there. Let's go check it out. Yeah, you can see the change in color of the water for sure. A lot milkier color. Well, unfortunately, the lake is blowing up. I'm so close to the west turn to Ben-My-Chree, but I don't want to get too far up there and get caught in some really bad wind and waves. Like I'm very remote, all by myself. I gotta play it a bit safe. Yeah, it's not supposed to be any wind today, but obviously there's wind. Pretty good bit of wind. Yeah, it's the further I get up the lake, the bigger the waves and whitecaps are getting. So I think we're gonna head back to base camp and just hang out there and have a fire, have some lunch, and yeah, and we'll just see what this wind and weather ends up doing. Hopefully this evening or this late afternoon we can head up into Ben-My-Chree. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna head back to base camp. You can see the murky waters of Fantail River coming out here. It goes from 50 feet just to shallow real quick. We arrived at potential base camp. Anyway, it's a really nice camp. We'll go have a look. Yeah, I've stayed here a couple times over the years. So definitely a hunting camp of some kind, and fishing, I'm sure. And in the pines, just a beauty spot. Oh, there's an old table. Check this out. Moose antler that's been chewed on by all the little critters. A little table set up here. And then of course for hanging meat, someone's got this set up. Yeah, nice spot. Nice and flat too. A little bit sheltered with these big pine trees. Well, I don't know. I'm a little nervous of the Atlan Lake crossing in the morning tomorrow. It's the wind's supposed to pick up again, and that lake gets huge. It wasn't even supposed to be windy today, and it was blown right up when I crossed. That was big. So we'll see. I might head back and camp closer to the river, closer to Atlan River, so that we can be up super early, get up the river and get across that lake before it potentially blows up. We'll see. We got all day just to hang out. I think I'll make a fire and have some lunch. Well, I just had a nice snack at False Lake Camp here, and the wind hasn't picked up at all. Like I think it even died down some. So I don't know. I'm gonna give Ben-My-Chree another try. Head down the lake and see if we can get there and get a glimpse of the glacier. It's around noon. Sun's a-blazing. Yeah. Let's hope we can get there. And there's this little lake we might be able to hike up into and try for a few fish on this little no-name lake on White Moose Mountain. Maybe we'll call it White Moose Lake. Okay, let's head into the sun. See if we can't get to Ben-My-Chree. Way in the distance, the northernmost arm of the Tagish Glacier. Very cool. All right. get lucky, we'll see the sheep of Ben-My-Chree. I've seen them twice here, up on these cliffs. Oh man, this is amazing. This is it, Ben-My-Chree. You can see right over there is where the old sternwheeler used to dock. We'll get the drone up and have a look for sure. And you can see some buildings in the distance there. I don't know who owns this now, but this was very popular in the 1920s. People would come to this amazing remote place to go fishing and hunting. Oh, it's very shallow here. Wow. What do you think of this place? What a day. Wasn't sure I was going to be able to make it with all that wind and waves, but here we are. Got a float plane flying by checking me out. I wonder if they come in and land. That'd be cool. Oh, the black flies are bad. I'm being eaten alive by black flies trying to fly the drone and just attacking me and biting me. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is amazing. Absolutely didn't think I was going to make it today with all that wind, but here we are. Just fantastic. So quiet here too. Just the roar of creeks coming down the mountains. Other than that plane, I am the only person out here for, that'll be 75 kilometers. Okay, I'm going to start heading back, and there's an old mine called Engineer Mine that this discovery was made in the late 1800s, and I wouldn't mind stopping by there on the way back, and we'll go find a camp somewhere. Okay, let's get to it. Smucked a rock and some shallows back there. Gotta pulled over here on a beach. I'm just gonna take a look at the here. There's a pretty good smuck. Let's have a look. Well, I don't see anything or feel anything too bad. I don't know. Hopefully it's okay. And since I'm here on a beach, I might as well have a little break. Just enjoy where I'm at. Amazing. A little creek coming out right here. Some of that will drink. Oh, that's coming. That's ice cold coming straight from a small glacier that's left up there. Holy. That's ice cold. Very delicious too. I'm actually gonna fill up my water bottle here. Try not to get wet. Awesome, ice cold. Oh, wow. That is so good. Okay. It's slick. Oh. Well, I'll chill out here for a little bit. Not a bad view right here. Somebody's dug a shaft into the side of the mountain right there. There's a tree obscuring the view, but if I was with someone else, I would dock and take a look at it. But it's too rocky there, hurt my boat. But you can see the seam that they were working right there. And this is probably part of the engineer mine property, I'm guessing, because it's just around the corner here. Very cool. Yeah, I wish I could hop out and have a quick look, but I have nowhere I can safely put the boat. Okay, let's go check out engineer. You can see where they were dumping their waste rock right there. Yeah, and this must have been the building where they sent the ore down to boats to be taken away and refined. Very cool. Can't believe they made this discovery in like 1899 or 89 or something like that. Like, what were they doing way up here and way out here in the middle of nowhere? I wonder what the story is behind that right there. P. Burns and Co. Butchers. Very cool. And what a backdrop. Holy, it's beauty. Well, we're back at the mouth of the Atlin River. I planned on camping here tonight, but that Atlin Lake crossing this morning and then coming down the river, there was way more volume in the river than I expected. It was pretty intense. It's been in the back of my mind all day. It's around 4:30 p.m. and the wind's supposed to pick up tomorrow on Atlin Lake. I just want to get up this river and potentially across the lake tonight. It's just been worrying me all day. So here we are. Let's run the river. This should be, it's going to be a bit intense, but we're going to do it. Okay. for joining me on this session of Ultimate Bush Therapy. I hope this video helped earn your subscription today. If you're interested in supporting more of this content and learning more about me, please visit ultimatebushtherapy.com.